Hello clarinet fans, Kathy Williams from Brisbane, Australia here again for the next instalment of my Deconstructing the Brahms Sonatas series. I hope you enjoyed the in-depth look of about 45 minutes on the first movement of the first sonata, and I hope you appreciate the depth to which I'm going into, which you probably wouldn't receive outside of a upper high school college setting. So I hope it's been of some use to you. Now this video, which may be 1, 2 or 3 parts, I haven't decided yet, is on the second movement of the F minor sonata, the Andante un poco adagio. Now the first movement was incredibly intense, and I recommended you have a very intense, dark, German kind of sound. Now this movement's completely different. It's very much more relaxed. I would recommend a lighter sound, but very cantabile, very singing, just really floating above the piano part. I mean, it only starts at a poco forte anyway, so I would probably translate that, given that the last movement ended on the piano sotto voce, maybe start at a mezzo piano. And here, as I mentioned in my series on making the clarinet sing, is that you really want to push through the phrase and don't really end the phrase until about bar 10. Not that you can't breathe, but you know, just go through the phrase. And also I would have some little bit of leeway on the demi-semiquavers, and to get those in bar 6 and 7, 5 and 6, put more weight on the lower note so that the upper note comes out, and relax the jaw slightly so it doesn't pop. So this is my recommendation for the first line. In bar 10, because the piano takes over, I really would head for that F and give it almost a half forte piano, maybe a mezzo piano. So okay, so let's try this with the piano. So this is with music -1. I do recommend, when you're learning the Brahms sonatas, to work with music -1, because it gets you get to know the piano part. And in these Brahms sonatas, as I have iterated in my previous videos, as with the Weber Grand Duo, that the piano part is just as important as the clarinet part and is quite intricately meshed with the clarinet part. So let's give that a little bit of a whirl, shall we? Okay. And also you'll hear a couple of taps. That's actually to help you come in. It's really brilliant. Okay, here we go. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this, please see my 5 parts on 3 or 5 parts, can't remember. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so you can see just at bar 9 and 10 that the piano does actually emphasise a little bit. So yeah. Okay, so that you do want to push down to that A. And also notice I've been using the covered fingerings, especially on the B flat. There is a difference, and also I'll use the covered fingerings. Okay, so bar 10, bar 9 and 10. Now these next 2 bars are very much an echo of the previous 2 bars, and I would encourage you to take a little bit of time before we go into the next bar, which of course is the repeat of the first few bars. So you've got this. And then the echo. So really make that float. So this is where I would use a sotto voce. Okay, so let's take that a little bit back and. Forte. What do you want is a gradual crescendo, and also adding into that crescendo you want your sound to intensify. So we're at the dolce, so there is a little quiet intensity there, but then so don't finish your crescendo, because crescendos in Brahms aren't merely crescendos but real intensifications in the sound, and you'll hear that. At least I hope you will. And here, don't stop the decrescendo in bar 19. Really push down to that A and B flat. And this is where the covered fingerings come in force. Because if you didn't use the covered fingerings, it could spread the sound. Okay, it doesn't sound quite as good as... See how much clearer it is.